I'm 84 years old, and I want to tell you something very simple, very honest, and maybe a little uncomfortable. Most people think they are aging well because nothing has gone terribly wrong yet. They have not fallen. They are not in a wheelchair. They still live at home. They still make tea, answer the phone, pay bills, and tell themselves, "I'm doing fine." But aging does not always warn you with a disaster first. Sometimes it starts with small things. You reach for the arm of the chair before standing. You hesitate before stepping off a curb. You avoid bending down because it feels like too much trouble. You stop getting on the floor because somewhere inside, you are not fully sure you will get back up again. And because these changes happen slowly, people call them normal. They laugh them off. They adjust. They get used to less. That is the dangerous part, not the aging itself, the getting used to less. Because when you get used to less for too long, one day you wake up and realize life has quietly become smaller. You go out less. You trust your body less. You move slower. You plan more. You avoid more. And then one day someone says, maybe you shouldn't live alone anymore. That is why I want to talk about this today, not to frighten you, to wake you up gently while there is still time. Because after 65, there are 5 simple abilities that tell the truth, not the truth your pride tells, not the truth your memory tells, the truth your body tells. If you still have these 5 abilities, you are doing better than most people your age. And if one or more of them are slipping, this does not mean you are finished. It means you have a warning, and a warning is a gift if you listen in time. So stay with me, because I am going to walk through all 5, slowly, simply, and clearly. And the last one may be the most important of all, because it says more about future independence than most people realize. The first ability is this. Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? Now I know that sounds almost too ordinary to matter, but ordinary things tell the deepest truths in old age. Standing up from a chair is not just standing up. It is leg strength, hip strength, core control, confidence, coordination, and the ability of your body to carry its own weight without borrowing help from your arms. Most people do not even notice they are losing this. They lean forward more, push off their knees, grip the armrest, rock once or twice before rising, and because they still get up in the end, they tell themselves everything is fine. But that little struggle matters a lot. I remember a man named Walter. He was 68 when I first heard him say, "The couch is too low." Then 6 months later, "These chairs at church are hard to get out of." Then later, "My knees are acting up." But the problem was not the couch, or the chairs, or even just his knees. The real problem was that his legs were not as strong as he thought. And that is how it happens. Decline hides behind excuses that sound reasonable. Furniture, shoes, a bad day, a little tiredness. But if you need your hands every time, your body is already asking for help. And after 65, help tends to increase unless you answer that weakness early. Strong legs are not just about exercise. They are about life. Strong legs help you get off the toilet without effort, out of the car without struggle, up the stairs without fear, off the sofa without planning. They help you catch yourself when you trip. They help you move with dignity, and dignity matters, more than young people understand. There is something deeply discouraging about feeling your own body hesitate under you. So if you want to test yourself, do it honestly. Sit in a chair, not too high, not too low. Cross your arms if it feels safe, then stand. No hands, no pushing, no little secret tricks. Just rise. If you can do that smoothly, good. Very good. Protect that. If you cannot, do not feel shame. Feel urgency, because this can improve. Start with chair stands. 5 a day, then 10, then 15. Stand up, sit down, slowly, with control. That one small habit can change more than people think. A stronger body is not always built in a gym. Sometimes it is built in a kitchen chair, quietly, every morning, while the kettle heats. Now the second ability is one that surprises people. Can you walk backward in a straight line? When people hear that, they often smile and say, "Why would I need to walk backward?" Because backward walking reveals what ordinary walking hides. Walking forward becomes automatic over the years. Your body does it with very little thought. But walking backward asks for something more. It asks for awareness, balance, coordination, trust. It asks the brain and body to speak clearly to one another, and when they are no longer speaking clearly, backward walking shows it fast. I knew a woman named Dorothy, sharp mind, perfectly pleasant, still doing her crossword every day, still dressing well, still telling everyone she was doing fine, and maybe in many ways she was. But when someone asked her to take a few backward steps, she hesitated almost at once. Her feet were uncertain, her body did not feel safe, her balance was not gone, but it was no longer confident. And that matters, because life is full of movements you do not plan. A step back from the stove, a turn around the bed, a quick shift when someone is behind you, a retreat from a barking dog, or a swinging door, or a child rushing past. When backward control is weak, your safety margin is weak too. And after 65, safety margin is everything. The difference between staying independent and becoming fragile is often not huge strength. It is reserve. Reserve is what saves you in the unexpected moment. And backward walking reveals reserve. So test it safely. Stand near a wall. Take a few slow, backward steps. Do you drift? Do you wobble? Do you feel nervous? Do not judge yourself. Just notice. Because noticing is where good aging begins. And here is the hopeful part. This ability can improve. A few steps each day, near the hallway wall, near the kitchen counter, slowly, carefully, not as a stunt, as training. Older people need training more than most of them realize. Not punishment, not exhaustion, training. The third ability is this. Can you bend down toward your toes without your body feeling stiff, angry, or frightened? Now this one sounds like flexibility, and yes, it is. But it is also more than flexibility. It is freedom, because when flexibility leaves, life becomes awkward in 100 small ways. Putting on socks, tying shoes, reaching under the bed, picking up the spoon you dropped, washing your feet, getting into a car, turning to look behind you, even making the bed can become an argument with your own spine. Most people ignore flexibility until discomfort starts turning into limitation. And once limitation arrives, they say, well, that's just age. Sometimes it is age, but often it is also neglect. Years of sitting, years of not stretching, years of avoiding movement because it felt tight. And tightness grows when it is obeyed too much. I remember a woman named Irene, lovely, graceful woman. One afternoon she dropped a fork in the kitchen. She looked at it, paused, then went to get one of those long grabber tools. Nothing wrong with a grabber tool, but her face told the real story. She was not upset about the fork. She was upset because she knew in that moment her body no longer followed her intentions easily. That realization can be deeply sad, not dramatic, just sad. Because there are few things more humbling than negotiating with your own body over small tasks. So test your flexibility kindly. Stand. Keep your knees soft but not bent deeply. Reach down. Maybe you touch your knees, maybe your shins, maybe your ankles, maybe your toes. Wherever you are, tell the truth, because truth gives you a starting point, and stretching works, even in later life. Slow stretching, gentle stretching, daily stretching. Not one heroic session followed by 3 weeks of doing nothing. Just regular kindness toward tight places. Hamstrings, lower back, hips, calves, shoulders too if you want to keep dressing easily and reaching overhead without struggle. People underestimate what flexibility gives back. It gives back ease, and ease is one of the great treasures of aging well. The fourth ability is this. Can you stand on one leg for 20 to 30 seconds? This one is about balance. And balance is one of the clearest markers of how safely you are moving through life. You can have decent strength. You can still walk daily. You can feel mostly fine, and still have balance that is quietly deteriorating. That is why so many people do not realize there is a problem until after a fall. Balance weakens quietly. Confidence weakens with it. Then movement changes. You hold walls, reach for furniture, take smaller steps, shuffle a little, avoid uneven ground, avoid stairs unless necessary, and then the world begins shrinking, not because someone took it from you, because your body stopped trusting itself in it. I knew a man named Thomas who used to laugh at balance exercises. He said, "That's for frail people, not me." Then one day he nearly fell while putting on his trousers, not climbing a ladder, not crossing ice, putting on trousers. That frightened him, and after that, he was different. He moved more carefully, then more stiffly, then more fearfully. That is what one bad scare can do, because after 65, the fear of falling can become almost as dangerous as falling itself. A frightened body moves badly. It stiffens, it hesitates, it locks up, and those things make balance worse, not better. So if you want to know where you stand, test it. Stand near a wall or counter, lift 1 foot, count, 10 seconds, 15, 20, 30. See how your body responds. Do not answer with your memory of what you used to be able to do. Answer with your body now, and if it is weak, train it. 1 leg stands, heel to toe walking, standing with feet together and turning your head slowly. Simple practice. That is how balance comes back. Not all at once, but enough to matter. Enough to make dressing easier, stairs calmer, curbs less threatening, and life a little wider again. Now the fifth ability is the one many older people quietly avoid thinking about. Can you get down to the floor and back up again? I want you to notice how your body reacts just hearing that question. Many people listening right now already know the answer in their heart. They avoid the floor completely. They do not kneel. They do not sit low. They do not squat near the ground, because somewhere inside they are no longer sure they can rise again without help. And that matters more than almost anything else we have talked about, because this ability combines so many systems at once: leg strength, hip mobility, core control, balance, coordination, confidence, problem solving. It is not just a movement, it is a full body truth test. And if this ability is gone, then a fall becomes much more dangerous, not only because you may be hurt, because you may be helpless. I once heard about a woman named Patricia. She slipped at home and landed on the floor. Nothing broken, thank God. But she could not get up. She stayed there for hours until her daughter checked on her. Later she said something that stayed with me. She said, "The fall scared me, but not as much as realizing I could not rescue myself." That sentence says everything. Aging well is not only about avoiding problems, it is about keeping enough capacity to recover when problems come. Because problems will come. A dropped object, a misstep, a stumble, a bad landing. The body does not need perfection, it needs reserve. and this movement reveals reserve more clearly than almost anything else. Now, I am not telling you to throw yourself onto the floor today if you have not done it in years. Please do not be foolish. Do it safely if you try. Use support nearby. Have someone with you if needed. But be honest about whether your body still remembers how to go down and rise again. Because if it does, that is excellent. And if it does not, that is important information. Information you can use before life forces the issue. Now let me stop here and say something gently. If you cannot do one or more of these things right now, please do not turn this into despair. Turn it into attention. Too many older people hear truth and turn it into shame. That is not what I want. I want honesty, not shame. Because shame makes people hide. Honesty makes people train. If one ability is weak, work on that one. If 3 are weak, start with 1, not next month, not after Eid, not after winter, not after guests leave. Start now. Because after 65, small improvements make a real difference faster than many people think. And small losses do too. That is why little daily practice matters so much. Now let me bring the 5 abilities together. Standing from a chair without your hands, walking backward with control, bending down with flexibility, standing on one leg with balance, getting to the floor and back up again. If you still have these after 65, you are aging better than most. That is simply the truth. Not because you are lucky, not because you are special, because your body still has useful reserve, and reserve is one of the best signs of healthy aging. People think healthy aging means looking younger. No. Healthy aging means staying capable. It means your body still answers when life asks something of it. It means you can recover, adapt, move, trust yourself, and keep more of your independence. That is the real beauty of aging well. Now here is something many people do not understand. These 5 abilities are connected. Weak legs make it harder to stand. Harder standing makes you move less. Moving less makes you stiffer. Stiffness makes balance worse. Poor balance makes fear worse. Fear makes you avoid more movement. And once avoidance becomes a habit, decline speeds up. But the good news is the opposite is also true. Stronger legs make standing easier. Easier standing gives confidence. Confidence encourages movement. Movement improves flexibility. Better flexibility improves balance. Better balance reduces fear, and that cycle builds a bigger life. That is why 5 minutes matters. 10 minutes matters. Small daily practice matters, not because it sounds impressive, because the body listens to repetition. I have seen older people rebuild more than they thought possible. A woman in her 70s who could barely rise from a soft chair now stands without thinking. A man who was frightened on stairs now goes up without staring at his feet. A grandmother who had stopped kneeling to play with her grandson learned how to get down to the floor and back up again, slowly, then safely, then naturally. These things matter, not because they are athletic, because they are human. They let you live your own life. Now let me tell you one more truth. The people who age best are not always the people who had the easiest lives. Not always the people with the best genes. Often, they are the people who stayed honest. They did not hide their decline behind pride. They did not wait for a crisis to force change. They noticed what was getting harder and responded early. That is wisdom. And wisdom protects more years than denial ever will. So this week, I want you to do something simple. Test yourself gently. Stand from a chair honestly. Take a few backward steps near a wall. Reach toward your toes. Try balancing on one foot near support. And ask yourself, without drama, and without denial whether your body could still handle the floor. Then pick one weakness, just one, and work on it daily. That is how older bodies change, quietly. That is how they weaken, and that is how they improve too, quietly. A little more strength, a little more control, a little less fear, a little more confidence. And one day you realize the simple things feel possible again. That matters more than people think. I am 84 years old, and if there is one thing I wish more people understood, it is this. Aging well is not only luck, it is honesty, it is attention, it is consistency, it is refusing to call every loss normal just because it happened slowly. If you still have these 5 abilities, be grateful, protect them, train them. Do not assume they will stay just because they are here today. And if 1 or 2 are fading, do not mourn too early. Work gently, kindly, steadily, because independence is easier to keep than to rebuild after it is badly lost. And the goal is not to become young again. The goal is to stay yourself for as long as possible. Strong enough, steady enough, capable enough, free enough. That is still worth fighting for. And for many of you listening, it is still very possible. Thank you for sitting with me. Be honest with your body, train it kindly, and do not give up too soon on what it can still do.